welcome back to Married with Media. We're here doing a little couch vlog review.
We're bringing the couch vlogs back.
Yeah, of Morbius. You know, our good friend Gus donated to the channel and said, hey, you guys need to go get Morbius.
Yep.
So I don't know. I feel like Gus has good taste in movies, so
yeah.
I don't know why he wanted us to watch Morbius so bad.
Yeah.
But maybe it's good. Maybe he's trying to say something. Maybe he's trying to say the critics are wrong. It's actually a great movie.
I mean, are there people that like this movie?
I feel like I've heard of a few.
Oh, okay.
I think I've heard of a few. I don't know if we'll be one of them, but
right.
We are going to watch Morbius on 4K, and then we're going to come back and give you our thoughts.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Hey, we know him. He's in House of the Dragon.
Hey, he's in House of Dragon. Look at old Matt Smith.
Yeah.
All right.
It might be the only thing that makes this bearable.
Yep, him and Michael Keaton. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? It's Morbin time. All right, so we just finished Morbius on 4K, or not just finished. When did we actually finish this? Like 2 or 3 days ago?
I thought it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
It wasn't.
No, I think it was Wednesday.
It was like 2 days ago.
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
You're really sick.
Well,
your nose is stopped up. It looks like you just smoked a bowl before you came down here to film.
Yeah, I think it's allergies, but
sure it is.
I get like this every now and then.
We had to get high to watch Morbius.
Right.
That's what we had to do. But yeah, Morbius on 4K. We watched this thanks to Gus. He donated the money for us to get this.
Thank you, Gus. And then it just came out on Netflix to watch for free.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It did. I couldn't. Yeah, it did come out on Netflix.
So if we had waited a little bit longer, Gus could have saved his money, or we could have put it towards something else.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I'm happy to have this on 4K. It was a damn good looking 4K.
Yeah,
it looked good.
It's one of those lenticular slips.
Yeah, lenticular slips.
I think I might have said that in the intro. I can't remember.
Look at that thing. Look at that. Can we just do a review on the lenticular slip?
Right. It might be the coolest thing about the movie.
All right, so let's a little bit of backstory. We watched this over 2 days. We watched this over 2 days, right?
Sure.
And I think we watched half of it last week, and then we got up until like an hour and 10 minutes, and then we had to stop.
Yeah.
And then we picked it back up this week, but we rewound it to like the 30 or 40 minute mark because it got to a point where we were watching it the first time, and we were both just not paying attention.
Right.
To anything. I think you were on the phone like practically the entire time.
The phone.
On your phone.
Yeah, I would say that neither one of us were like fully paying attention.
Yeah, I was really trying to because I knew we were going to have to talk about this thing and I would have to come up with something to say. So I tried to the first time, and then we turned it off, then we came back. So the second time when I was watching, I was trying to pay attention again. But I don't know. It was kind of boring, so it was hard to really get into.
Yeah, I asked you, I'm like, what do you think makes a movie bad?
Yeah.
Like,
we actually had that discussion during the movie.
Right. I'm like, on paper, I feel like this movie should be great. Like, it's got some,
Yeah, it's got capable actors in it.
Big actors.
I mean, we just
actors.
started House of Dragon, so it's, we're really into that show, and Matt Smith plays one of the main characters of that show, so it was cool to see him in this.
Yeah.
Being another, like, villainous type character.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Jared Leto anyway, but...
No, Jared Leto, I don't know. He used to be good, I feel like, in some movies. Like, I watched, like, Dallas Buyers Club. Like, that's his big role. Like, he was really good in that.
One.
Transgender, or I forget what he played in the movie.
Yeah,
he was just like if he was just dressing up like a girl, or he was actually, like, transgender. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
remember. But anyway, he was good. I think he won an Academy Award for that as well.
Yeah, he was good in that. I feel like now it's almost like he tries too hard.
Yeah, like I didn't like him I love Blade Runner 2049. I didn't like him in that. Like, obviously the Joker from Suicide Squad, I don't think he was that good.
Or like not even tries too hard. I feel like he's kind of like cocky.
Yeah, he is a little cocky. Well, he's like a method actor. So when he gets into a role on set, like he really gets into it, and he'll like act like that character around other characters and make them feel uncomfortable. So people don't like working with Jared Leto, I don't think.
I don't think it works.
But I was a big 30 Seconds to Mars fan. Like his bands back there for a little bit in the mid 2000s. So
I like how we're talking about anything but the movie.
I like Jared Leto in Urban Legends from 1998. He's been active for a very long time.
I don't remember him in that. But
Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, he was good in that. So, yeah, let's talk about all Jared Leto's films. Right. Jared Leto's filmography. All right, what do you think of this movie? This is not a movie that, on paper, you would be that into anyway. Like, you like superhero movies, but you don't get into, like, the nooks and crannies of the genre. Like, you don't feel like you have to watch all of them. So, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You may love superhero movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like the popular ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man and Thor, and, you know, I enjoyed Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Like, you don't watch all of the X-Men movies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess what even made me want to watch this movie is just how I heard that it was so bad. And so sometimes when you hear how bad something is, you want to check it out.
The movie's directed by Daniel Espinosa. I feel like that name's familiar. I don't know what else he directed. I should have done my research. But the movie, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's awful. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I think it's better than Venom 2. Like, I feel like I enjoyed watching it a little bit more than Venom 2.
No, I haven't seen that.
Venom 2 is just, like, really bad and terrible. This was just kind of boring, but not super terrible. I don't know how to describe it, but...
Yeah, I just felt like it was boring. Like, I feel like the story just wasn't that interesting.
No, I mean, it's a man that... it's two men that have this... I don't know, what do you call it?
Disease.
A handicap or disease or
it's
something.
Disease,
that's from
like
when they were kids. They grew up together, and Jared Leto gets.
They're super smart, and they try to, you know, especially Jared Leto's character. They try to, you know, he tries to find a cure for it.
Yep, and he does, but it's this like bat elixir stuff, and he injects himself with it, or they inject him with it, and then he turns into this vampire creature thing that transports around and leaves little specks of dust as he transports. Remember that?
Specks of dust.
What would you call it?
I remember him moving, and it would just be like wispy, like
and you asked like, why are they even doing that? What are they trying to say?
It just looks.
It's like a cartoon. Like when somebody's moving fast in a cartoon, they have to put like something behind them to signify that they're moving fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they put that in the movie.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And then his friend that he grew up with, Matt Smith, he takes the same serum, and it has a negative effect on him. He turns more villainous, even though Morbius is technically a villain anyway.
Right, he kind of wasn't.
But he's more of an anti-hero in this movie, I would say, whereas Matt Smith was just more like pure evil when he took the serum.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I feel like Matt Smith's character, he looked way creepier.
He did. I didn't.
It looked like it was a combination of what Jared Leto or Morbius looked like and like a zombie.
Yeah, I thought the design of them looked pretty cool.
But it was still pretty, like, animated or CGI.
It was, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the designs look cool. Like, on paper, like, you look at those, they're cool designs. But actual, like, execution in the movie with the CGI. Sorry. You know, people don't correct me when I do videos on my channel. I just let all that stuff go.
What did you think about seeing Michael Keaton at the end?
Michael Keaton, well... This movie was supposed to come out, I think, in like 2012 or something.
Wow.
It's supposed to be... No, it wasn't that far back, but they showed a trailer for this movie, I think, in 2019 or 2020.
Okay.
And Michael Keaton was in that trailer, but the way they made it look like in the trailer was Michael Keaton was going to be in this entire movie, and he was going to be like the villain or his partner or something. So... to regulate that role to just the post-credit scenes seemed kind of misleading to me.
Wow.
And it kind of felt like they wrote out his entire parts. And I don't know, maybe that's why it was delayed so many times. Maybe they were taking that part out. I have no idea, but it felt like he was supposed to be in there more than he actually was.
Yeah, there must have been a reason.
But yeah, I mean, I knew Michael Keaton was going to be in there since The first, it was either 2019 or it was 2020. I felt like it, but I know it was before the pandemic.
Well,
like
I
this
felt
movie's
like,
pretty old.
I mean, there were like what, 2 credit scenes?
There were 2 credit scenes, and it was very weird because the first one was Michael Keaton, and then the second one was Michael Keaton. But it was Michael Keaton and again, spoiler alert for Morbius. But yeah, they were meeting up, and he was in a vulture suit.
That part was so corny to me because he's like, Michael Keaton's like, what do you think about all of us getting together or whatever? Yeah. And then Morbius was like, I'm listening. Like like he just said it so like it was just not good.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Like, yeah, it was very cheesy.
It was bad.
I don't know if they're ever going to get that movie. They've been trying to do this Sinister Six thing since 2014 when they did the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I don't know what it's missing to make it good, you know? But
better writing, more interesting characters, better dialogue, just a more compelling story that's not so cheesy. Like this feels like a movie that would have fit right in during the like Batman and Robin 90s era of comic book movies. Maybe even like early 2000s, but
gotcha.
With the cheesy one-liners and stuff. Like Blade had that kind of stuff, but I still think that Blade's a better movie. But I don't know.
So what are you going to give this movie?
I'll be nice. I give this a 2.5 out of 5. Like it's not a terrible movie. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Like I feel like I've seen worse movies this year. I think the Firestarter remake was worse than this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I don't know.
Do you remember what you gave that movie?
It was like a 1 or something. That was a terrible. Bubble was worse than this. I've seen worse movies this year. And yeah, it's not the worst movie I've seen. It's okay. You know, it's something to watch, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I always hate to give it the same score as you, but I think I'll give it a 2.5 as well.
A fair, right down the middle, 2.5. I think that's fair for Morbius. But yeah, we did it. We watched Morbius and we talked about it. It was a struggle, but thank you again, Gus, for sending us this 4K so we could finally talk about Morbius. And probably never watch it again, but I'll have it in my collection in case, I need to watch it. Maybe I'll need to watch it again sometime in the future. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, turn on the bell notifications, comment down below what you think of Morbius.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
I told you not to stop me.
Shut up.
Just let me go.
I don't care.
And I'll edit out whatever.
Okay, well, when you're saying something that's not true.
I'll just say it's not true and we'll move on.
No, it's annoying though. I'm just confused.